This is Banshee. Excellent shoot 'em up for the Amiga and Amiga CD32. I don't think it came out on anything else. I'll have to check when I'm playing. From Core Design, as you can see down there. Of course, ever since Tomb Raider, everyone thinks of Core Design with Tomb Raider. It's natural, but they had a heck of a good catalogue before that. Also on the Mega Drive / Genesis, but mainly for me, I think of them as Amiga developers back in the day. So I'll look at this properly in a minute once I've taken out of the jewel case for the sheen and shine, and I'm going to get that there when I try and... But that already looks great. On the back of the box as well. Okay, it's in multiple languages, so it's a little bit harder to read, smaller fonts, but the layout's quite good. Really just 3 screenshots and I don't know what I'm saying, but yeah, I don't know, it just looks pleasing to the eye, I guess. Let's just read the back bit here if I can get this slightly more into focus, which I can't really, about there. Take a classic arcade I'm not even going to redo this. Take a classic arcade game, add a whole heap of seasoning in the form of stylish, state-of-the-art graphics and 4 massive levels up-to-date, of up-to-date action. I'm still recovering. Hold on. Backstory. I just did Battletoads. Give me a break. Where am I? I'm lost. Right, let's start again. Camera's all there. There we go. There. I'm just leave this. Carry on recording. Take a classic arcade game, add a whole heap of seasoning in the form of stylish, state-of-the-art graphics and 4 massive levels of up-to-date action, stirring an alternative dimension, exquisitely evil aliens, and a heavy sprinkling of mucho big guns and power-propelled planes. Leave to simmer on an incandescent heat and wait for the best blast in light years. Trying to find it in focus there. Top-down vertically scrolling view, choice of 3 difficulty levels, fully rotating ray-traced enemies. You don't hear ray-traced enemies when they're talking about certainly 2D shoot-'em-up Amiga games. That's very rare for that. So yeah, this was way ahead of its time, and certainly a very good blast. It's strange it doesn't say, I'll come to this in a minute, because I have the bigger box Amiga version, but it doesn't say 2-player, which they actually rectified on the Amiga version that I've got by sticking a great big 2-player sticker over the top, which is almost like a sort of afterthought for marketing. Let me just take this out of the way and bring the manual out. So there we have the CD, as you can see. That's why the back had the red bit there. Well, sorry, purple bit, but you know what I mean, the design of the plane. Let's move that over there. So, not much to the manual, but it's not much really needed. It's a shoot 'em up after all. Sorry about the stain there, but I didn't buy this perfect. Loading instructions. Just tells you what's what at the side. Difficulty level, it says easy, normal and hard. It's still quite a beefy shoot 'em up. So even on easy, it will give me a heck of a run, I'd say, for my money. But yeah, almost like an arcade game for my money. And that's really it. So it doesn't need that much. But anyway, before I put this down, there's the awesome cover art. Look at that. I really love it. And what I do with a lot of these games, because I don't think this came out big box for the CD32, I actually pick up the Amiga big box. So pretty much, so this art is a lot bigger. So I'm going to jump to that now. I have already got it out of my collection ready. Ta-da! Look at that. It's not in the best of conditions, but there you go. This just looks like a zoomed in version, whereas here, look at that. Got the awesome sunset or sunrise, can't really tell. And yeah, bigger, bolder, and certainly that is a work of art. I love that cover. As you can see, this is the Amiga 1200 version. But yeah, I may have to just put it down there for the moment. So this is why I do this. As you can see, it's... yeah, about 1/3 of the picture cut off. So this is good, but this is awesome. So I'm going to rate the cover, not numerically of course, but yeah, say that this is an absolutely awesome cover. So that includes this, really. It's just cut off and slightly different. So as to the CD32, yeah, wonderful front cover. And if you're like me and you think, yeah, just for... well, okay, maybe £10 more, whatever. It's worth picking up this if you really collect and you like it for the box art and everything. That is terrific. On the back, don't worry, the discs aren't in here, but the manual, etc. is. There's the sticker, 2-player options. So let's come back to this. This is 2-player, and you can see just about 2 planes there, and it's split screen down the middle. So it's very odd that they didn't mention it here. Very strange. No doubt they probably stamped one of these onto there later, but I would say that's a huge mistake in marketing. I don't know what would have happened there, but 2-player shoot 'em up, especially back then. So when was this? About 93, 94, is a huge mistake that it's not mentioned on the back. I mean, again, this is a sticker, so you know, had you bought this without the sticker, you wouldn't know. And I think that is a huge selling point, so it's very odd. Anyway, another thing as well, for picking up the big box, you have 3 screenshots here, have a couple more here, so you can really see some of the action. Really see, and it really looks arcadey. I remember this boss. There's also a great big crane boss, and you could just hear the bullets ricocheting off the metal, sort of ting 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 as you tried to. It's so much fun memories are attached to this. So much fun playing it. So, yeah, it basically says the same on the back here. So it's just more packaging but bigger. I'll have a quick look at the manual, but I don't think there's much. Well, yeah, the manual's a bit better. See, that's another thing. Just the Amiga cards there. With English, because there's not much really to see. So it's pretty much the same, but again, it just sets the scene. I like things like this, that's it. Whereas this doesn't have that. It would have been nice had they put that somehow stretched for page 2 or something inside. It wouldn't have, yeah, cost that much difference, just an extra slightly big, well, thicker piece of paper card. But still, so I really like this. I will look at this later and come to maybe even trying that one as well. But I think, excuse me, should be the main game. So that was a sort of long look at that, but it is about the cover art, so that's why I wanted to show it. So there we go, Banshee, and yes, 2-player, worth remembering with this if you ever pick it up. Here's 2-player split screen. It certainly is heralded as one of the best Amiga shoot 'em ups, and there are quite a few. Obviously everyone jumps to mind thinking of Project X. I think in second place they'd probably say Super Stardust, etc. But this is quite a beefy shoot 'em up. So I will give it a go. I did play it back in the day. Can't remember what level I got to, but I certainly didn't complete it. So I will try over time to see how far I can get. But yeah, there we go. Thing of beauty, I think, for the cover, certainly the bigger cover. Banshee for the Amiga CD32.